going to take you on a journey through America. If you'll notice behind me, there's a flag. That was a flag flown by the South Vietnamese during the Vietnam War. The lines should go this way. They were for the northern part of the country, central part of the country, and southern part of the country. Of course, you and I both know that the governments got in there and they had another plan. Don't blame real Americans. Now, I'm going to explain what's happened in America and what's going on in the world without news reports to back me up. And I don't think I need any backup. America was founded by people who were thrown out of other countries. And it's always been a good idea, but it's become a melting pot, so that you come from Italy, your culture dwindles, and you become American. We call it being absorbed. Okay? The reason I got that flag up there, that's my new American flag. A yellow, and it's gonna be blood running from the ground to the sky. Maybe not so much here, but you in Russia, China, the Mideast, Northern Africa, even in Europe, you're gonna taste the wrath of mankind. So here's what happened to America, okay? Real simple. We're gonna take you over to the American flag. It was made by Betsy Ross, right? I'm gonna show you this flag, right? You're seeing an American flag on my door, given to me by my son. You'll notice that America has stars for their states. Now, none of them stars have anything, zero, to do with what America really is and what the fine people of this country are really like. What I've done was I've put the site on here so that you can see what should be on that flag. And these are the states that I live in. Now I'll just sit up here and we'll take you through what those stars should represent. This is my state. It's Rhode Island, and it's called the Ocean State. This is known, what Rhode Island is known for. Now this doesn't depict the people. These are only symbols and emblems, right? That is Rhode Island. We're going to take you to Alaska. Now, Alaska is known for beautiful animals and special flowers, dogs, insects, whenever they have sunshine. So you see, instead of having stars on those flags, on that particular flag, they should have what each state stands for. When you drive in America, and you take a ride through Kansas, you will see signs like this entering the state. You will see signs like this. Maybe this. Maybe a buffalo. Beautiful animals and reptiles and the things that America is known for. Song. We'll take you to New Hampshire. They're going to show you the old man of the mountain. Emblems, see? Types of sports they do. And you drive in their state, and there's a sign that says, live free or die. That's what should be on that flag. Now, that should represent one of those stars instead of a star. And we can go to Tennessee. Beautiful birds and flowers and horses, hummingbirds, butterflies, special instruments, raccoons, and more reptiles. As you can see, we'll go to Missouri, symbols and emblems. We're doing a Vera politics kind of thing here. I just watched Vera and I love her so much, and she's giving us the news. So I'm showing her and the rest of you what should be on our flag instead of stars. Now, whoever this Betsy Ross person was, she made us, we might as well be communist China or Russia or any of those places where they have a big star. And we'll go to Hawaii, which is one of our countries, and look at it, it's known for. These are the symbols that should be on those flags. Then we have Maryland, and that's where you're going to find, you're close to the White House. They have all this stuff, yeah? But what the state is really all about is it's known for crustaceans, birds, and more horses. Massachusetts, the Commonwealth, this is a scary word. You put that on there and you'll see little birds and flowers when you drive into each state. And the signs will have those pictures on there. That there is just a garter. It's called a garden snake. And that's where I was born, in this state. And they call it New England. None of this is on our flags. None of that. Wisconsin, beautiful cows and scenery, badgers, very dangerous animals, beautiful wildlife, and more flowers and corn. And, these are the things that should be on that flag, and they are not. Instead, they have stars. I don't care for this one at all. This is Pennsylvania. I've been there. This is Pennsylvania. This is all Pennsylvania. Okay? State animal. North Dakota. Same thing. Animals, horses, beautiful land, beautiful trees, and maybe even some creations. Some of the early railroads and all the beautiful things that go on. Mississippi, look at this, symbols and emblems. I think I have made my point. Over here we have a flag, and it is the combat flag that I had made. I don't know if I can shut that light off for you, let you see it. These are the Daga people of Vietnam. They're actually the indigenous people of that continent. The Vietnamese, per se, were not there. Now, I travel, as you can see, I travel America. Take pictures of bridges under, tunnels that are under mountains, and we're known for music. We're many, many cultures. Many, many, many cultures. All mixed in one. But I think you got the idea on America. Oh, hey, I'm in America. You listen, how nice and quiet. Good. And I'm in the city. So it's very peaceful here because I have someone watching over me at all times, so that's good. But this flag here is standing for the new America. The liberals. Even some of the conservatives. I like the yellow for the conservatives because they're talking about the republic. But those stars are standing for the republic. Not those creatures standing for each one of our states and the wonderful people that are here that I travel on my motorcycle and I find. It's just insane what the people are doing. Now, I don't consider myself American. I consider myself an earthling in a beautiful land. And it's beautiful in all the world. I've been to Australia. I've been to Alaska, Korea, Japan. I've seen and met people there. Some of them don't like Americans. A lot of people don't like Americans. They don't even know what an American is because they're judging us by the government. Now we're going to get to the government. The governments of the world. Bob Dylan wrote a song. I see the kingdoms of the world, and it's making me feel afraid. Well, I got 10 people over here. They just were bound to kill me dead. Yeah, America's like worse than Nazi Germany. You know, everybody has to be politically correct. Everybody has to be okay with fags. Everybody has to be okay with Islam. No way, Jose. That's America. No way. That means something else in other countries, so hey, you'll have to pardon me. But that's the flag of America that I bear. And not that it brings me back to Nam, it just reminds me of a people, like my other flag, with the elephant. They were very peaceful, proud, and mighty people, which is the symbol for that elephant. Now those people have been practically exterminated, and a lot of them are here, outside of Fort Bragg, South Carolina, a military base where we rescued them, brought them there, and they were able in time to purchase land. We've seen the Armenians wiped out. We've seen what happened in Bosnia. We seen him go after Saddam Hussein. He didn't even have a weapon of mass destruction. He was keeping them Islamics in line because he'd cut the heads off. Because that's all they understand. Cut off the right arm, cut off the left foot, make them suffer. When Allah gets here, you're really going to get it, right? So, what I know about Russia is the most important thing today. And I'm not going to flash headlines up there. I don't have to prove that. You're seeing clear as a bell that Russia is moving down, taking over the Ukraine, getting that strategic strip in that sea, and they're able to dip down into Israel when the time comes and surround that area and blow it to pieces. But they will be helped by the Syrians, by the Iranians, and Egypt will be involved as well. And Northern Africa is already blown out, and the Christians are being annihilated. And these people here don't even see anything going wrong. But I do. I do. I don't wear this mask to hide my face. I don't care what you think. I'm not afraid of anyone out there. You cannot do me harm. You can kill my body and chop me in pieces, and you're wasting your energy. But this is the flag that I appreciate the most, because I remember what it was like to get to know the people in that land personally. And in Russia, I have met many Russians who are wonderful, absolutely wonderful people. And then we have these governments controlling the people and dictating and mandating. And America's doing it. And Barack Obama is the worst thing to ever happen to the whole planet. Knocking our military down so that all the other militaries in the world can rise, and allowing Islam into our country, which we knew was like a Trojan horse years ago, but now is a fact. And they're trying to push Sharia law onto us. Now, I'm not buying anybody's anything, because this is a sovereign state. My building is a sovereign state. Okay, I don't care what anybody does out there. I do what I want to do in here. Out there, I do not have freedom of speech. I can't walk down the street and say, hey, I got a message from God, right? They'll lock me up. And if I get a permit, it's going to be a bore. It ain't going to be the real thing anyway. It has to be spur of the moment. But all the kingdoms are gone. You don't have to accept biblical truth. The Holy Spirit teaches you the reality of what is written in the book. It's not something we toss back and forth here. But Ezekiel 38, Russia, Tubal, Meshach, all are cities in Russia. Rosh. And they are coming down on Israel, and there's no doubt about it. And after Ezekiel 38, they're pushed back by God the Father himself to Siberia and the east and west coasts. And they're annihilated by him. Somehow he has a plan, and no one is going to mess that up. He loves this planet, but he knows that we're going to blow it to pieces. I'm just playing guitar, having a good time, helping folks out until that day. Now, no one's going to believe some guy with an army helmet on and a mask and a flag from yesteryear. It's not going to happen. But I already know that. And the less views I get, the more important I am. And I realize that. Because sight is a gift. And people are smart out there. They're wonderful. The women are great. I think the women need to speak more and not be oppressed by men in any way. They're a glorious, wonderful gift. Incredibly intelligent beings, and Vera especially I love. And but you know, you can read the news here and there and there and there, but you don't see the picture. You don't see the picture unless you humble yourself under the Almighty and let His Spirit show you to see beyond the news, to see way beyond the news. For He knows the end from the beginning. So that's the greatest source. If you think that's religious, you're fucked up. You comprendo? In Vietnam they used to say, you bick, meaning, do you understand? Now, I speak slow tonight for you people who find it very difficult to understand me. But you know what? I'm very serious. I'm almost ashamed of that American flag with those stars on there. Because I realize that those stars do not stand for our states. I drive my motorcycle, my car. I go to visit those states and find people and speak with them. And my heart is so blessed by the beauty of American people. The most generous nation that has ever existed on this planet in a short time. Right in the midst of evil. For all the governments are evil, but not the people. A lot of them can be evil, but I find that even in evil, there is a spark of God in their eye. And I have to see beauty. Whether I agree with their doctrinal beliefs and religious beliefs or not. Whether they figure that's the way it should be, it's meant to be, and they stand by it. Well, you have to admire that fanaticism. You have to admire that commitment, if we can call it that. I'm only committed to one thing, and that is to love and care for those around me in a dying world. And this is a dying world, okay? Now, I've been working very hard, building guitars and helping folks out. I haven't had time to do anything serious, so that was just a thought. And I don't put a lot of work into things. No, we just do it. That's that. People out there can comment and say whatever they want, but come over here, sit down with me, look me right in the eye, and talk to me, and see if you don't see truth in my eyes. And I'm telling you the truth. And that's what I live for. And we can talk on any level, you know. I'm not as pretty as Vera politics. I don't really care about my body, you know. I'm not trying to be the man. I don't think women ought to be too pushy on their ego. Forget ego. Just get to the facts. I appreciate very few people on YouTube. I really do. You know, I've had spells where, and I'm not depressed, where I just gotta get off. I gotta get off this planet. Hopefully we'll all get off safe.